Hey everybody, it's Bruno on MB where it all can't be serious. I'm here with my good friend Solomon Timothy. Thank you very much for the hospitality in Naples, Florida.
Absolutely.
Right? Home of the best weather.
That's right.
Probably in the world.
Probably. I don't know.
Better
San
than the
Diego's
herd.
pretty nice.
San Diego's nice, but it's cold in Christmas and it rains a little bit.
Yes.
Man, you hit the two best spots in the world.
San Diego is my favorite.
Beautiful studio, everything like that. You're with the great company called
Clickx.
And what do you guys do?
So we actually are a platform. We built a platform for digital marketing agencies and folks that are consulting to other businesses to acquire and retain customers.
And that's all he does, about 13 minutes a day, and then you go home, right?
4-hour work week. I'm still
Did you read that? Like,
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
But you know.
How in the world can you do that? But you know what, people, we've had a couple of episodes, learned a lot of stuff, reinforced a lot of stuff, to be quite honest with you, and I appreciate it. But one of the things is that we want to get to know you.
Sure.
A little bit, right? Are you a little nervous? Or
No.
It's all good?
Let's go.
Oh, you need some
I
notes?
live a pretty public life.
Oh my gosh, okay. So let's get the little book out, and number one, favorite food.
Yeah, that's going to be hard because, you know.
Did I say it was going to be easy?
That is going to be hard because.
Okay, let me pause you. See, this is where we have a little bit of fun because we've had 2 episodes.
Yeah.
With brain twisting, incredible, difficult things, and you're like boom, bang, bang, and then I go favorite food. Well, that's complicated.
I'm saying it would have to be like tacos.
Tacos, fish tacos,
barbacoa, you know, whatever, beef, and the best, you know, true, authentic Mexican tacos.
And do you get that here in Naples?
Oh yeah,
you do. Okay, favorite restaurant here?
Yeah, that's gonna be hard because there's not like one place that you can go to.
Do you have clients you're going to offend if you pick one?
No, not at all.
We can edit this.
Yeah, no. I just think that if you're in northern part of like Fort Myers, it's a whole different thing than you would do down here. Probably, it's not going to be some 5-star place. It's going to be some tiny little hole in the wall place that gets you the best tacos.
And there's a whole bunch down here.
There's a ton of them because there's a lot of mom and pop shop places.
Yeah. Now we've already determined that you're not a big sports person, but if you had a favorite sports team,
I don't.
All time?
I just don't have it in
New York
me,
Yankees.
Right? No, I wouldn't. Just,
no, I mean, New York Yankees. Then
anything with Chicago. I'm all Chicagoan.
Trying to lead the witness.
I mean, I just live in the warm weather place, but my home is back home.
Yeah, next time we do this, it's a quick answer. It's either the New York Yankees,
okay,
or as the Chicago Bears skit is, the Bears. The Bears. Right.
The Bears,
yeah.
the Bulls, everything.
So favorite, I guess, person that you looked up to the most?
Yeah, I would say I had so many mentors and coaches that today, like right now, if you're talking about video and all that, I'm a big fan of Gary Vee. But if you're looking at personal development, I would do Tony Robbins. If you're trying to learn marketing and the real like psychology and how to convert customers, I look at Russell Brunson. These are some of the people that I really admire because not only are they good at the craft, they've actually excelled. You know, so like you can't say stuff and not have it. Like these are people that run companies doing the thing that they do. So you have to execute before I can call you the expert. Like, for instance, Gary Vee, you know, talking about agencies a lot. Well, he runs a $150 million agency every single year, and he does it by himself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he has to show up. He has to have a pipeline. He needs to be able to pay payroll every 2 weeks. Like, that's action. Tony Robbins, I have no clue about all his business dealings, but I know he's got, when he puts an event, it's sold out. Like, that's called you're good at what you do, right? There's more demand than you can actually handle. Similar to like you know, marketing. Marketing is an art. You really got to get to it. I mean, there's a lot of science and a lot of click-throughs and this and that, and you know, heat mapping. But what about the art side of things? What about storytelling? Nobody talks about storytelling as much as Russell Brunson does. And we just did my story and all of that. But people need to understand, who do you want to go and learn from? I want to learn from people that have done exactly what I'm trying to do. That's the best thing I could do, not from somebody who didn't do what I'm trying to do.
You know, it's interesting. I know a little bit about Russell Brunson because of the ClickFunnels stuff, but I know a little bit about Gary Vee and Tony Robbins because I'm a little bit older than you are, and about Tony Robbins. And the one common denominator is that a lot of people, you know, used to ask my parents all the time, is like, man, you're lucky, you're lucky. Like, I'm lucky to be here. Like, I don't even know how the lines align.
We're all lucky to be alive.
The stars aligned for me to meet you guys and stuff like that. But, you know, there's the old saying is that the harder I work, the luckier I seem to get.
100%.
And Gary Vee is like no different than my
Yeah.
background. He used to work at the liquor store with his parents
Wow. Yeah.
and working 100 million hours. And he refuses to take money from his parents. If that's folklore or
Right.
not, that's what I read. So he had to build his own dynasty. And Tony Robbins, I don't know if you know his background, but he was down and out in LA or something like that. Like he had nothing. And he just started speaking about from the heart. So, all right. So you got to answer this question. Of everybody that's alive right now, who would you like to meet? One person. You got one-way ticket.
Why do these questions have to be so
Well,
hard, right?
because it's just the way it goes.
Who would I want to meet? I would say, I would want to be like a Tony Robbins kind of a
Okay.
role. I'll just go hang out with him for an hour.
What would you do? What would you say? Hey, Tony, listen, don't play basketball. The guy's 6'95", man.
I fortunate enough to see him live and be in the front seat and all of that. But I think it's just like picking brains. Like we are our own worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about mindset a lot because, we're building companies and things like that. What stops you from accomplishing what you're trying to accomplish is yourself. And we think it's the other thing. We think it's that. We think it's the economy. We think it's the tax system. We think it's the state you live in. We think it's definitely the cold weather and the snow in Chicago. It's not, right? We're making cold call hard because we told ourselves that's hard.
Right.
So that kind of stuff excites me. And I think the reason is we're trying to uncover the human potential. In order to do that, you got to know what motivates one person. You got to know what's happening in their brain. And again, it goes back to the why.
Yeah.
Right? So if we like something, like I love that part. I like how, NLP or whatever you want to call it, just like learning why people do what they do. And if you're not performing at the best level, if you're not where you need to be, if you haven't really uncovered like your potential, then you got more room to go. That excites me.
So Tony Robbins, somebody that is no longer with us that you would have loved to have met.
Yeah, I would have to be like a Mother Teresa because I'm huge on service. I think that's why we're on earth, like to serve your people, right? Like each other. You're out there serving, you're creating content, you're helping someone else you may never meet. So there's that impact driven that really drives deep in me.
That's
So
cool.
someone who's really gone there and done that for no money and none for themselves either. I think it would be curious to know what she was thinking and why she did it. And I'm sure there's tons of videos and audio and all of that, but that would be interesting.
Meeting, yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite movie of all time?
Yeah, that's tough questions. It would
Is it a Dominic Lindy movie?
literally any comedy movie would do. Like it's dumb as because I'm a very serious guy all day, so I gotta have a laugh.
So which one?
Anchorman.
Oh man! You know
so-
that he was from San Diego.
Yeah, just like exactly like just something so dumb that
So
you wouldn't watch.
So who's your favorite actor?
There's so many that I like, but I'll just say let's just say the Anchorman. What's his name?
Oh, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, yes.
The Elf. He did the Elf too.
Yeah. I
That's
watched
pretty funny.
whatever the one came out this year from Apple TV or Apple this.
That's good.
Stupid.
You like to
I go
keep
for
it-
stupid for entertainment.
You're so serious about what
yeah,
you do,
exactly,
but then you
because
get
I have to. I cannot be like some drama. Like I don't need that.
you don't need that in your
Definitely
life.
not. Yeah, I mean car chasing I can for a little bit, but like I just need to have it.
Favorite place you visited?
Yeah, I was in Spain a couple of years ago with my wife. I forget the city, but everything about whether it was Seville, it
Okay.
was really beautiful. And just not being in the U.S. for 14 days, I think was exciting. So we went to France and all those other places.
Cool.
But yeah, just literally anything in Europe that is not so cold, has a lot of history, I would be totally down to.
Not favorite place, but the place that you need to go to someday.
Yeah, I don't know. It would, like I said, I'd probably go back to Europe way more than I would go anywhere else.
Elon's selling tickets to Mars pretty soon.
Yeah, I would buy everything else, but not that right
I
now.
don't get it. Like, why would you want to crash land up there? Here's where you can kind of turn the tables. I always let the guest ask me any question. Ask me whatever question you want. You get one, though.
Why do you do what you do?
I do what I do. I think if I have to be really drilled down honest, is that I interviewed over, I don't know, somebody told me 150,000 people.
Wow.
And every single last interview I had to do was kind of confidential and blah, blah, blah. And, it's very, very important to people. And you can't get to that level of number. Let's just say, because I don't want to say I'm good or bad at what I do. That's up to the people. But I'm genuinely interested in people's stories. And I like to listen to them. I like to interpret them. I promise I'm not going to imitate you in terms of, but I like to learn accents. I like to learn, like being a character actor. And the only way you can actually do that is to learn about the personal, get personal with somebody. And I really feel that that's how you build a relationship with somebody. And I define relationship as you relate at the same level. That's where relationship, I don't know if that's Latin for something, and that's why I do what I do. And so when somebody says, hey, you know what, Solomon seems to be pretty interesting, because that was our common, and I'm like, okay, let's just do it, right? And I walk in here and I'm like, holy macaroni, man, this is like, this guy brings it to the next level. I'm impressed, and I think that's what it is and some people say it's a fear of missing out.
Sure.
I don't have that. I'm not personally curious too much, and I'm not personally jealous. Like, if you make $1 trillion, good for you. I know you work for it, because I work for everything I do, and that's why I do it. And I'm genuinely interested, and I also believe in help somebody get to where they want, and they'll help you without even asking.
Yep.
And if they don't, probably a bad choice in meeting them, right? So. That was a tough question. That was good. That was good.
I mean, that's really what drives people, right? So really getting to the core of it. And sometimes that you get, I ask the same question 7 times deep, and you get really down to the real truth. Oh, it's because my mom is sick and I got to take care of her.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we.
Nobody. I believe, Solomon, is that. And we'll continue this one another day. But I really believe nobody gets up in the morning or is born on this earth, because they have no idea what currency and exchanges are. And go, goo goo gaga, now I want to become a trillionaire. It doesn't. It's because of I want to do this.
Exactly.
Right?
Comes from the deep heart.
Yeah, you can't even understand it. But I love stories. I love finding out where you come from. And I think that's the first thing I asked you is like, are you from Naples? And you said, no, I'm from Chicago. That's pretty cool. So that's it.
Thank you.
Hey,
I
can't thank you enough for inviting us in your home and having us mess around here, and our viewers are very, very lucky to talk to you. And we have the website at the bottom here.
Clickx.io.
All right, this is Solomon, Timothy, Clickx. Just made that up.
I like that.
Yeah, Clickx. And we'll see you next time.